So welcome to the I Am Jen Wilson Healing Rebel podcast. I got a new mic, quite excited about that. It is blowing an absolute hoolie outside. We have Storm Ewan or Owen or something like that passing through Glasgow at the moment. They're predicting up to 100-mile-an-hour winds. Hopefully we'll remain safe. I haven't been on for a little while, so I apologise. I was late with my Happy New Year message, and now it's the 24th of January, and this is episode 2. I was supposed to be recording an episode with my friend Leanne today to talk about her journey, but she was not able to travel because we were on a red weather warning, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just jump on and speak myself. How has your year started? I said in the last podcast about not being into New Year's resolutions, but maybe you use it as a point of reflection, a point of assessment of what is it that you need, what is it that you want. And my year had started off with a virus, and that virus came and went very quickly. I was over the virus itself within just a couple of days, but I then became post-viral, and the fatigue from that was awful, and the bowel distress has not been amazing. So when you live with chronic illness, like I have Crohn's and endometriosis, when you have a virus, very often what can happen is post-virally you then start to have a flare, your body's inflamed as part of the healing process of getting rid of that virus, but then that can trigger and activate health conditions. So if you have an underlying health condition, it's very common for that to then flare up. Fortunately, I have a friend who used to be an IBD nurse, and I spoke to her, and she straight away reassured me, and this has been something that I've been talking about for a long time on this podcast, but to have somebody reassure you and say, this is post-viral, give it a couple of days and you will be okay. Just to have that external person tell me what I know, but hasn't been my experience necessarily in the past, and then things have got worse and spiraled out of control. Being able to have that reassurance from somebody was so helpful, and I'm very, very grateful to Vicky for saying those words to me and us having that conversation. If you are going through health challenges, health issues, what can you do? Now, I had already cleared my schedule as much as I possibly could. I was resting, I was staying well hydrated, I was getting my fermented foods that I can tolerate in. So for me, the milk kefir is definitely the one that I can tolerate the most without having any negative side effects. Doing my lymphatic drainage flush, getting deep sleep. I mean, I was getting about 8, 9, 10 hours a night. Eating nourishing foods. Often we can crave maybe more junk food types of foods, and there's a reason for that. I was listening to a doctor who was talking about this, and he's like, some people crave like croissants and that sort of starchy, sugary, carbohydrate type food, and there is an evolutionary reason for that your body needs to be able to tap into quick energy, and that fat, sugar, starchy carb ratio that you get in these kind of foods, those foods that we maybe classify as comfort foods, your body recognises that it can very easily access the energy that it needs to help in that healing process. Sometimes when you've got a virus or you're not feeling well, you maybe don't eat, you maybe lose your appetite, which was something that had happened for me. So it's then whatever your body's craving, eat it. Don't beat yourself up about it. And then as soon as you start to get that hunger pangs back and that desire for food coming back, then eating the high nutrient foods as quickly as you can, so that you're re-nourishing your body. The things like vitamin D. So even if you are taking vitamin D on a regular basis, you need to increase the vitamin D when you've not been well, because your body runs through that really, really quickly. It eats up all the stores. It's important that we replenish those stocks. The same with any other vitamins or minerals. When your body's in a space of healing, it chews through them really quickly because it's trying to regenerate healthy cells. So important that we increase that nutrient intake when we've had a virus, when we've not been well. I've also been having a chat with my friend Emma, who we're going to have a podcast. We're going to record a Facebook Live on Monday, the 27th of January. Once we've done that, we'll download it and then I'll upload it as a podcast on here. And we're going to be talking about our 6 Pillars workshop, which is in March 28th of March 2025 in Glasgow City Centre. We would love for you to come and join us for that. So if you want the information, check out the show notes below, the information about that in there. What else has been going on? I did my 7-day gut reset challenge. If you missed it, don't worry, put the link in the show notes. You can still join. We did that, when did we start that? Last week, the week before? Can't remember. I've lost track of weeks because I wasn't well. And there's other drama with my car and stuff, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. We've done that challenge. We're going to start our spring clean in February. On the 1st of February, we're going to start spring clean, where we have 90 days. Big focus on lymphatic drainage, bringing that in as a daily practice. One of the feedback parts that I got from the ladies who participated in the challenge was about having accountability to do the lymphatic work and to do movement every single day. So I'm going to make it really, really simple. We're going to gradually build on it over the 90 days to get you into a habit, to get you into a routine of, just like you brush your teeth every day, you're just going to do a little bit of lymphatic drainage every day. Support your system, support your body's natural detoxification system. It is so, so important. We are always producing hormones and we're taking in environmental toxins. Our body's producing byproducts as part of how it operates that need to be eliminated. And if our system is congested, and I don't know how many times I've talked about this, and I'm just going to keep talking about it because it's so important, and this might be the first time that you have heard this from me, or this might be the time that you hear it, that you say, oh yes, I need to do something about that now. But supporting your body's natural detoxification system is one of the most important things you can do to help your body. We need the fluids in our body to move. Your blood is carrying nutrients to cells and then scooping up the waste. Your blood and your lymphatic system's taking that waste away to dump it. If your fluids are not moving, if your toilets are all blocked, if the choke points around your body are all blocked, then there's nowhere for those toxins to go. They get wrapped in fat cells, they get stored, and then we get chubby. And then we feel shite about ourselves. And then we eat shite foods, and then it makes everything worse. So what can we do to start untangling that, to start reducing that inflammation in our body, to start cleaning our body out, supporting it as naturally as we can? And there's been a lot of stress this year so far already. My car broke down. May have mentioned this on the last podcast on the 16th of December. Car went into the garage on the 23rd of December. It's now the 24th of January. I still do not have my car back. The mechanic has lied about when they've started work, and they haven't. When we've gone in to find out more information, the car's still been sitting there, it's not been started. Then there was a lie about a part of the car had to get sent away to another company to be worked on, and we were told that this company can't take that part until the middle of next week. And then it turned out, because my dad made some phone calls to find out if there was another company that could do the work, it transpired that this company could have taken the work, could have taken the part and worked on it straight away. So my dad ended up taking the part himself and taking it over to this company to get it and then delivering it back. And then the engine was put back together and it still wasn't working. And then there was a whole issue that I had to get in contact with the Ombudsman and Trading Standards, because we were being told things that didn't seem fair or true. And yeah, so it's been a whole thing. On Monday this week, this is Friday, Monday this week, my dad and my partner Chris went in to speak to the garage. There was a price agreed. There was a promise that work would be getting done on the car on Tuesday and on Wednesday, that they would phone with an update on Wednesday. They did not phone with an update on Wednesday. just phoned on Thursday. Oh, they've had to order another part. So they'll definitely give us a phone with an update on Friday. Today is Friday. There's a chance that they're not even working because of the weather conditions. So we're not anticipating that we're going to hear from them today. So it's going to be, again, another Monday. And see if they had just told the truth. See if the mechanic had said, look, whatever the reason is that the car hadn't been started, he's short staffed, their staff off sick, they've taken on too many jobs, this job is far bigger than they thought it was going to be, and it's going to take longer. If they had told the truth, I wouldn't have been as angry and frustrated and pissed off as I am, because he lied, and he got caught lying at least 3 times, if not 4 times, that we know he's lied for definite. And for me, trust, respect, honesty are massively high values for me. And I think as a business owner, if you're running a business and you don't have that integrity of being honest with people and being transparent, then how do you expect your customers to trust you? Like, if I don't know something, I'll tell my clients I don't know. I'm not embarrassed that I don't know, because I don't know everything. I don't expect everybody to know everything. So yeah, I did. On the 3rd of January, I wanted to take my car away from there and take it to another garage. In my gut, I knew that that was the right thing to do, but people around me said, oh, give them a chance, give them until Friday. Should have listened. Should have listened to my own intuition. Should have listened to my guts. And then there's a whole thing with my factor, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, I'm not even going to go into it, because there's things that we're seeking legal advice on, which is a whole other stress. And I'm just thinking, I can only deal with one arsehole at a time. So let's deal with the mechanic. Once that's done, then we'll deal with the factor. And then I can put attention back into helping my clients, being able to be there for my clients. Because this is one of the things that I talk about inside the Healing Rebel program, is about doing your wheel of happiness, your wheel of health and healing. What is going on for you right now? Where does your attention need to be? What's going well? What's not going well? Because at different times in your life, you need to put attention somewhere, and you have to forget about some other things. Because if you're trying to put your attention on all the different plates and you've got too many plates spinning, those plates are going to start to fall. And it's 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, going to be your health that takes the impact, because you're trying to do too many other things. So my health has been a priority, dealing with the stress of these situations that I'm in. And then once that's done, I'll be able to then go, right, focus. This is where I need my attention and energy to be. So yeah, practicing what I preach is definitely here today. And that's all I ever ask of anybody. In the 7-day challenge, we've got a wee WhatsApp group, so we're having a chat, helping people stay accountable, right? Here's the wee video that we're doing today. Have a watch, ask your questions, give me your thoughts. If you don't want to chat in the group, you can chat to me. Do a private chat, that's not a problem. The conversation was really good, and there was a couple of people, when it got to the end of the 7 days, oh, I haven't even started yet. It's like, don't worry, I'm going to keep this wee group open until the 1st of February. Let's just go through it. So last night, one of the ladies watched a couple of the videos and we had a really good conversation around what she was experiencing. And she was like, oh, I was watching the video and you were talking about posture and how you hold yourself when you're eating, and straight away I sat myself up and just kind of corrected my posture to give myself that space for the food to be digested. Simple things. I'm always looking for the simple things that you can do, that you can tweak, because big change feels big. And for some people that's amazing, but it can be unsustainable. It can be overwhelming. Then if life comes in the way, it all goes tits up, and then you fall away from it. What's those small wee tweaks that you can do that are going to make a big change, that don't feel overwhelming, that if you miss it at one point, you can pick it up at the next point, and it's not a big ordeal. It's not a big, oh, what am I going to do? Really important, really, really important that you look after you and look after your health. I'm going to sign off. If you're listening to this before Monday, the 27th of January, please do join us on Facebook at 6 p.m. UK time, live for the Facebook Live. And if you've missed that, it will be the next podcast that comes up. So there will be another podcast out soon with that information. I was also going to put out the 7-day gut reset challenge as a podcast series just for 7 days so that you can join in, you can listen in. If you want to get in touch and connect with it, you can. And if you don't have to, but you'll have that information there. It will be there for you. So I think I'm going to do that, but I will do that a little bit later in the month, or I might do it tomorrow. Who knows? I'm unpredictable that way. Depends on what I've got time to do. I love hearing from you. So please do put a comment, send me a message. Let's have a chat. What's going on for you in your life? What's going on in your world? I would also love to see you inside Spring Clean. We start on the 1st of February. I'll put the details below. I would love to see you in real life. Come for a massage, Reiki drumming, access bars, come to a workshop. Any of these things that we've got going on, I would love to see you. Otherwise, I will chat to you on the next podcast. It has been wonderful. I hope you are good.